Well, after that bombshell of a show where, I mean, again, Mom and Dad, this is the moment of our great conflict. Are you willing to turn over your kids full-time to the government? Are you willing to surrender the role of parent, Mom and Dad? One of the first things Biden did as president was get rid of the words mother and father from all federal documents. Now his policies are getting rid of mother and father in reality. Try to take a little break from that with the instant classic. And today, I've decided we're going to do a whole week on the great Nikolai Gogol, the great Russian writer. You couldn't have the writing of Dostoevsky without the writing of Nikolai Gogol. At one point in his career, Dostoevsky said, we must realize of Russian novelists, we all came out of Nikolai Gogol's short story, The Overcoat, that short story changed everything. So Nikolai Gogol is he very much is like the Edgar Allan Poe of Russian literature. He was born in exactly the same year, I believe, 1809, died in 1852, right about the time, had a short life, very much like Edgar Allan Poe did, and wrote about macabre things, wrote about unusual things. He wasn't a horror writer, per se, like Poe was, but he actually has one short story about a nose called The Nose. The nose jumps off its owner's face and is seen running around St. Petersburg living the high life. And it really is a bizarre, surreal story, but quite lovely and very entertaining. So, all right, let's take a look at our first quote today from Nikolai Gogol. He writes, "The current generation now sees everything clearly. It marvels at the errors. It laughs at the folly of its ancestors, not seeing that this chronicle is all overscored by divine fire, that every letter of it cries out, that from everywhere the piercing finger is pointed at it, at this current generation. But the current generation laughs and presumptuously, proudly begins a series of new errors at which their descendants will also laugh afterwards." Right? So the idea being, this is one of those great quotes that I think fits our moment. It is the younger generation that is pointing its finger, mocking everything we've done, pointing out our horrible errors, all down through the last 2,000 years of Western culture, all the while setting up their own programs that we're already laughing at and will be laughed at in the future. This is the problem, right? It's that younger generation that knows nothing about the past, is willing to trash it all in the name of its own mistakes and failures. Sounds about exactly what's going on in American public life today.